Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic0, and we're playing Gundam Battle Operation 2. So yeah, it's been a while since I've posted. This match is from a little while back. Yeah, from a few weeks ago when they were doing the event for the Galgut Vertex. So yeah, I had a lot of occasion to play a bunch of space matches, and yeah, I found a lot of suits that I really enjoyed. This being probably my favorite of the time, you know, outside of the Rick Diaz. Yeah, so you guys know me, I main support types, and yeah, I guess for space, like either, like a lot of my teammates, they'll ready up as a space unit before I can pick one, or you know, I get to play support and then, you know, I'm just getting juggled to death by raids for 8 minutes, and yeah, it can be kind of challenging for supports in space, because either the map is really wide, so it allows your teammates just kind of ignore raids, or there's more dimensions of movement, so that the raids, they just have a lot more different vectors they can attack you from. So yeah, so playing defense with a support in space, it's kind of unfun. So since then, I've kind of transitioned to using generals in space, and I find that, yeah, a lot of them, they can kind of do the same job as a support, except they have the mobility and survival powers that supports don't have. And yeah, I'm generally the first person to die on my team. That's just kind of normal at this point. Yeah, so this Pale Rider Space, I think of all the Pale Riders I've played, I think it might be my favorite. And that might be because it sort of has the exact same toolkit as the Gundam G05. Like, it has the Hyper Beam Rifle, and it's also got, I think it might be the exact same Gatling Cannon. So, yeah, this allows it to basically just throw a bunch of long-range damage, downrange. And that's, yeah, it basically does the same damage output as a support, except, you know, this thing has the speed, mobility, like it can kind of turn around to meet people that are flanking it. It can dodge roll, it's got a shield, and it has got a double melee swing. It basically, you know, it can do the same job, but, you know, has 1,000 times more survivability. So, yeah, like, why would you use a support, you know, outside of type triangle, advantages? Yeah, it's kind of not that helpful. Yeah, so I see a lot of players do weird things with this mobile suit. Yeah, I'm trying to counterattack this Guts Dom the entire match, and, you know, I basically shot him in the face right there, but my shot didn't take. And I'm guessing it might be because maybe the sword absorbed the shot, because I know that thing can act as a shield when it's on the back, but maybe it does the same stuff when it's unsheathed too. But yeah, he eventually got out of cover. You know, that was a bad idea when I still had a line of sight on him. Okay, I completely lost my train of thought from what I was saying earlier. Watch this, this is fun. Yeah, so I downswung this guy, and due to the camera angles in space, I couldn't aim down to shoot him as a follow-up, so yeah, that was pretty annoying. Yeah, so yeah, I really like this mobile suit. So, you know, I was saying that I kind of prefer using this over a different support type in space, and there are pros and cons to this. Like, it has more survivability, but, you know, if you play this mobile suit wrong, you're kind of making your team lose some stopping power. And yeah, that can be a problem. A lot of people who use the Pale Rider Space, I see them just sit back and Gatling. And, you know, the Gatling, it can eventually stun people, but if you're just relying on your team to do that, that's kind of a problem too. You know, like, you're limiting your team's defensive powers. So you have to make sure you kind of used it in a balanced manner. You have to pick your targets very carefully, and if you have to be the person landing the stuns. So yeah, don't be afraid to use that beam rifle. Yeah, so I managed to get the Guts Dom again. Yeah, I think the enemy team's Nemo is using the Jim rifle too. Yeah, did you see me miss a guy that was completely still? Yeah, that takes a lot of skill to do that. Yeah, I'm still getting used to beam rifle gameplay in space. It's kind of, you know, it's very demanding, like, in terms of aim and timing, which, you know, I don't really have the practice for yet. But yeah, I found the suit to be incredibly fun. Like, you can deal a lot of damage, you can get out of tight situations. Like, yeah, just generally, it's just very fun to use. Yeah, I landed a good shot on that guy. Okay, let's see who else we can target here. Ooh, there's a beam rifle shot from the Nemo. Oh, that suit up there. That's a Zuda F using the anti-ship rifle. And yeah, that guy might be one of the reasons why this team is having a hard time. Like, that rifle, like, if you land your shot, you have a lot of stopping power because it causes heavy stagger. But the volume of fire on that gun is terrible. And I find that, you know, that gun, like, it's not really good for self-defense. You know, because, you know, it's just a very, very slow sniper rifle. So yeah, that might be the reason why the enemy team's having some trouble, like, right now. Yeah, and I noticed that they're kind of not really working together very well. They're very isolated, and they keep attacking us one-on-one, so it's just getting them surrounded and killed. Yeah, not a great idea. Yeah, and that's not to say my team is doing amazing either. They seem to be a very average team, which, you know, I'm not helping there because, you know, I'm still not very practiced in space. And just here, I just kind of gave up on aiming and just went to beam sabers, and seemed to be a good decision. Yeah, so that was the Saikamu Zaku. It's a raid type with, it's also got magic beam fingers, but it doesn't charge or focus. So it just kind of does like a shotgun spread. Like, they seem very fun to use. And I freaking hate fighting them because they're very, very slippery. But yeah, like, I need to get some rounds in that thing because it just looks very fun to use. Okay, here's the Guts Dom again. Landed some shots on his leg. Okay, all my guns are overheated or reloading. Okay, that guy got out of his suit to request artillery fire. Let's see if I can get a bit closer here. Okay, beam rifles recharged. Or, yeah, like, it's cooled down. Okay, let's see if we can get this Guts Dom down. Wow, that really missed. Okay, that's impressive. Okay, beam spot gun. I don't know why, but I can almost never land shots with this beam spot gun. Okay, he double stunned me, but I went out of the way, dodge rolled. Looks like he was out of boost there. He was, yeah, I wasn't expecting him to redline his booster, so he was probably really vulnerable to melee right there, but yeah, I didn't know. Had the wrong weapon out. Okay, about to run out of time. Yeah, this guy's right next to me, so I may as well just start swinging at him. Okay, me and the Saikamu Zaku are getting at him. Okay, good downswing. Yeah, the Zaku got him. Yeah, pretty good way to end the match. Okay, he's dead. Okay, let's see. So, looks like we took the match. Yeah, the enemy team, they were kind of putting up a fight, but yeah, they really should have worked together a bit better. Yeah, so we had, yeah, more than double the score. Oof. So yeah, it looks like I did highest damage, and the Saikamu Zaku was doing all the killing, and like buzzing around like an annoying fly like Saikamu Zakus do. And yeah, I went ahead and praised the enemy team's Pale Rider space, because, you know, he and I were just kind of beam rifling each other in the face the whole time. Yeah, so yeah, that match went pretty well. I really like the Pale Rider space. Yeah, it's very good with the beam rifle, but if you're on a close range map, I highly recommend you switch to the Hyper Bazooka instead for that situation. Maybe I can get another match of me doing that instead, but anyway guys, that's it for this match. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.